I'm very excited about the appointment of Bob Bowlsby as the commissioner to the Big 12 Conference. I think Bob brings tremendous experience and expertise to the position, being one of the most respected administrators in the country. Coming forward to lead our conference, I think, is a true testament to where we are today and what our future holds. Bob brings over 15 years of experience at Division 1A universities leading their athletics program. I think that campus perspective is going to be extremely valuable in his new role. I think it's going to be extremely beneficial to the 10-member institutions in his new role. Bob knows the issues that are running college athletics today, from conference realignment that continues to shift nationally, to changes to postseason college football, to possible new media contracts and the television world. Bob's been at the foundation level of some important changes in college athletics, going back to his time at Iowa with the creation of the Big Ten Network, to the reformation of the Pac-12 Conference. Some monumental successes and changes that have taken place with the programs and the conferences that he's been associated with. So I'm excited for his leadership, and Texas Tech welcomes Bob Bowlsby to the commissioner of the Big 12 Conference.
You look at where we were this point last year and just the instability of the conference and where it is now. Talk about how far this league has come.
Well, it's come a long ways, and I think we've strengthened ourselves, although the road hasn't always been smooth. When you go through what the Big 12 has gone through, when you look back 2 years, losing 4 member schools, but sitting where we do today with West Virginia and TCU, 2 programs of incredible strength, both won their conference football championships last year. So where we are today compared to where we were just 8 months ago is we couldn't ask to be in a better position today, in a position that we're excited about, and look forward to Bob's leadership as we move forward as a league.
Was getting a guy who from the Pac-12, was that something that you guys felt like he brought perspective, given the whole wake of realignment and all that, and him being involved in that on that end?
Well, I think that you wanted to attract the best candidate in the country, and I think that's what we've done with Bob Bowlsby. You know, the success of the Big Ten Conference, the success of the Pac-12 Conference have been very well written about and talked about, and those are the obvious. But somebody who's been at the foundation level of both of those changes, somebody who's been a part of those changes in a leadership role, I think is something that obviously sets Bob apart from anybody else in the country, and somebody who's been involved at the national level for as long as Bob has. Obviously the credentials and the success show that he's a proven leader.
We've heard the term puppets of certain institutions a lot. Talk about the relationship he has now with, is that the case?
Well, Bob is one of the most respected administrators throughout the country, and somebody who's been involved in so many aspects of our business, and his relationships are strong with a number of athletic directors in this league and athletic directors throughout the country. So, you know, in the Big 12 Conference, we're 10 members. We're a membership that shares revenue equally. We are a membership who have each granted our television rights to the conference for a period of 6 years. So, you know, when you look at the Big 12 Conference, those are significant steps forward that we've taken in the last 8 months with the equal revenue sharing, with the committing of our television rights to the conference. So we're in a good position as a league today.
Were there any things specifically for issues affecting Tech specifically that you wanted to see fulfilled with this hire? Well,
you want a visionary leader, and somebody that can take the success that we've had as a league on the courts, on the playing fields, on the track, and can bring everybody together and can communicate the great things that this league stands for and the great achievements that we've had, and somebody who can share that vision for the future and accomplish anything that we set our sights on. You know, on the fields, our student athletes are competing at the highest levels, and we've proven that with the championships as a league and where we've been, and somebody who can represent us on a national platform with in a way that is going to position us at the top in the country, and Bob can do that.
What do you see as some of the first steps he's going to take? You know, obviously there's a lot that can be done in the next couple of months. What do you see the first big influence he's going to make is going to be?
Well, when you look at the discussion that he will step into immediately as it pertains to the future of postseason college football, that's something that is changing as we speak. It's being discussed as we speak. What the results of that are, nobody knows yet, but there will be nothing probably more important in the coming years than what is the next evolution of the BCS or what is the next evolution of postseason college football. So I believe the next BCS meetings are in June, and I'm sure that will be one of the first initiatives and priorities that Bob has, is getting up to speed and leading us and positioning the Big 12 Conference as a significant player in postseason college football as we move forward.
Is expansion still being talked about?
We'd be remiss if we weren't still talking about it and considering all options. Is 10, 11, 12 the perfect number? I don't think we know that, but we do know that it continues to be a volatile climate out there, and we're in a position now to do what's best for the Big 12 Conference long term, and I think Bob will be a steady hand to continue to work with our presidents as we work through that process and those discussions.
Kirby, can you talk about Chuck Ninus's contribution to the Big 12 with this past year?
Well, I think all of you know Chuck is very special to me and a mentor to me, and I don't believe anybody could have stepped into the volatile situation that Chuck Ninus did and did any better. We're so fortunate to have Chuck's leadership, not only in the days of the Big 8 Conference, but moving forward into what he has done for us over the course of the fall and into the spring months here. So Chuck is a dear friend to all of us in the Big 12 Conference, will continue to be a dear friend, and we are fortunate that he stepped forward out of retirement, left his home in Denver to come to Dallas and to lead us to where we are today. So Chuck Ninus is maybe the most talented athletic administrator there ever has been, and we're fortunate that his leadership guided us over this period of transition.